tell you, about 4 years ago, things happened in my life that seemed, I thought, triggered a sincere downfall. And I didn't think that I would recover from it. You know, I was going through a divorce. And, you know, like at 50, in the late 50s, 58 years old, thereabout. And I tell you right now, it just seemed like a cycle of events that happened that kept me trapped, kept me in bitter bondage. I hated everything and hated everyone, and I had the ability to lie through it, to drink through it, to smoke through it, through whatever. I possessed the ability to do so, but it was a lie. It was a lie. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? I had to go back. I was forced to go back. 1967. My mom, God rest her soul, she had a couple of jobs. One, she worked at the post office temporarily, but she also was a go-go dancer, a stripper, prior to coming to know the Lord. And often she would leave me with relatives and leave me with to tend for my younger brother and my younger sister. Now I was just 4 years old at the time, and left at home to kind of tend to them. She told me, she says, Ronnie, you've always been able to stand. She told me, she said, you was able to walk at 8 months old. You've always been able to stand. I couldn't get how does a 4-year-old stand? I had no clue. She started a fire on Boulevard Avenue. The fire raged, firemen came, arrested her, put her in custody, and for about 6 months to a year, I was passed around from family member to family member. And I got to one particular family, and there was an individual there. He was 10 years older than I am, a cousin of mine, recently passed. He's passed on now. But he raped me unremittingly, day after day after day after day. I couldn't fight this guy back. I couldn't do anything. I was just rendered helpless. Laughed at when I told my biological dad, not to lay blame to him, but he said something that I'll never forget. He says, well, we're going to let this go because this young man has a chance to play football. He has a chance to go on and get a career. And we don't want to mess this up. I didn't know. My mom would call periodically. I'd run to the phone. They let me hear. I didn't know that she was calling from jail, from incarceration. I had no idea, but she would call and she said, don't worry, baby, I'm gonna get out of here, we're gonna get you out of this. And I couldn't tell her what was going on. I just couldn't tell her. I didn't want to let her down. And one particular day, this individual, I thought he was going to have some mercy on me. I have a saying that it is difficult for me to get away from, even to this day. I'll call someone up and I'll ask them, catch you at a bad time? Did I catch you at a bad time? You okay? And then somebody asked me, why do you say that? Why do you say that? I had no idea. Well, I learned that this individual who had been assaulting me, one day he saw me in the bathroom, and I was bleeding from the rectum. And he threw me a towel. And he says, "Are you all right?" I catch a bad time.
My goodness.
I thought that was an act of kindness. I thought that would stop this assault.
My goodness.
But it just continued. It just continued. Eventually, my mom came back and she got me out of that. And I thought that the issues would end there. I thought that this would be it. She triumphantly came in like Superwoman and stood up to this individual. He's half his size, and, but she stood up to him, and later on, she told me that, listen, you're going to get through this. Eventually, they told her what took place, was taking place. She says, you're going to get through this. You're going to get through this. I would go to school, and for seemingly the rest of my life, I had, for no reason, I would just get into a fight. And you didn't have to do anything to me. You didn't have to say the wrong thing. You just could think to look at me wrong. And I would get into a fight, and people would look at me as if to say that I had bravery in me. No, I was just scared to no end. I was scared to death that someone was going to find out my dirty little secret. Someone was going to find out that I had been treated as a punching bag and treated as a sex toy. And I was afraid that my family members would find out. I was scared to tell my big brothers because I knew what they would do if they got the opportunity. I was scared to tell the people on my mom's side. I was afraid to say anything to anybody. And it just never went away. The issue never went away. I carried that burden for some 50 years after that. Before I said I had to get rid of it. He calls me to turn on at the drop of a hat my best friend. And turned on him for no reason at all. And fought him, hurt him. Why? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's not in the blood.
And there were nights I couldn't sleep. Everyone talking about, well, you got this great voice. You say, I just sang to keep from being so afraid. I just laughed to keep from showing everybody that I was hurting so bad. I was scared all the time. Jesus. But God. I met up. I'm not going to go into because I'm still scared to death. But I met up some years prior to this with this woman. I won't say her name. I'll tell you her name rhymes with Dr. Jacqueline Carroll. I won't say it. I promised her I wouldn't bring her name up. I'll just tell you what it rhymes with. And she told me,
Jesus.
through your pain.
Jesus.
I had no idea what she was talking about. I was mad at her. Through your pain. You keep on. I want you to walk away from. Keep walking away from what hurt you. I had no idea. I missed proms. Went through 3 marriages. Been in and out of incarceration. People just saw that I was an engineer. They saw that I knew how to articulate a point. I knew how to carry on conversation with whoever. They just saw that, but they didn't know every night I'd go home and I was scared to look in a mirror. I was afraid to tell anybody that I had a dirty secret.
My goodness.
And Dr. Carroll listened to me. She didn't give me a lot of fanfare. She didn't give me a lot of dramatic posts, likes and dislikes that social media had to offer. She just listened to me in pain, and she heard me cry. And she told me today it would be okay. I just got up here and let you know I was hurt and hurt bad. And it caused me to hurt others. I'm so sorry to all of you all that I've lied to you sometime or another. I'm so sad to tell you that I was wrong for wronging you in some capacity or another. But I know someone who is very capable. They call him a strong deliverer. I'm not going to go into great detail because there's others that's going to come up and provide a different platform. But I can tell you that no matter what you've gone through, no matter how you've fallen, no matter how you've endured, what you've endured, I know a man from Galilee. When you're in sin, he'll set you free. Lift up your heads, all ye gates. Be ye lifted up, ye everlasting doors. And this King will come in. Who is the King of glory? Lift up your heads, all ye gates. Be ye lifted up, ye everlasting doors. And the King will come in. He'll turn you from a scared little child that has been beaten down to a giant that will stand against the works of the enemy and will fight